Today I'll show you the progress I made in 24 hours of speedrunning the level Tick Tock Clock in Super Mario 64. If you have any suggestions of which level you'd like to see me speedrun next, please leave a comment on this video and make sure to click the subscribe button. Tick Tock Clock is a level in Super Mario 64 that a lot of players, myself included, found pretty difficult. And because the level is pretty hard in casual playthroughs, that makes speedruns of it look even more impressive to me. I wanted to spend 24 hours learning to speedrun this level of Super Mario 64 with the goal of collecting all 7 stars here as quickly as possible. Here's my first attempt at hour 0 before learning any speedrunning strategies, and you'll get to see how much faster I get with 24 hours of practice. I thought that I should start with the 100 coin star because that would probably be the most difficult one. I was struggling with climbing up these bars even though they weren't moving. When I finally got the 8 red coins, I decided to just go for that star and go for the 100 coin star later. After a lot of falling and almost 3 minutes later, I got my first star here. Next, I decided to go for the 100 coin star. After accidentally entering the level when everything was moving and struggling to get up the moving bars, I decided it would be faster to jump off and try entering the level again. I started with the 10 coin box at the bottom of the level. I climbed up the bars and collected some red coins, and I opened every box that I came across on my way. My movement here wasn't very optimal, there were a lot of ledge grabs, and there were a lot of more efficient movements that I could have done that I didn't yet know about because I didn't start speedrunning practice yet. And a lot of the coins that I was collecting here aren't even used in the 100 coin speedrunning route. I was just making this up on the fly. I made it up all the way to the blue coin switch, and since blue coins are worth 5 coins each, this is a huge part of the 100 coin star. But after hitting this switch, I accidentally ran off the stage when I tried to get Mario to turn around, and that added a lot of time to my run. The next time that I got back up here, I did this successfully, and we now have 71 coins after collecting the coins from the blue coin switch. I climbed up the level some more, got another 10 coin box, bringing my total up to 81 coins, and I had a nasty fall when trying to get out of here doing some wall kicks. After struggling with some wall kicks, I made it up to the top of the level where I collected another 10 coin box, and then I made it to the last 10 coin box that I needed behind the Thwomp. Once the 100 coin star spawned, I actually had a bit of difficulty collecting the star itself because of how high that it was, and the total time that it took me from entering the level to collecting this star was about 5 minutes. Somehow, I managed to get up onto the Thwomp's platform pretty quickly with some wall kicks. The Thwomp squashed me, and then I got up on top of the Thwomp and got the Stomp the Thwomp star in less than a minute after getting the 100 coin star. It's been about 12 minutes so far, and we have 3 stars. After a few more deaths, I get the timed jumps on the moving bars star, and now we're at almost 15 minutes total time. At this point, I'm struggling at near the start of the level, and I have a lot of really silly deaths. With a bunch of long jumps and triple jumps, and time being stopped in the level, I get the pit and the pendulum star after about another 1 minute. Roll into the cage was definitely my fastest star, and although this isn't great for speedrunning standards, I was really happy with how smoothly this one went. It's been 17.5 minutes and there's 1 star left. Get a hand. I see the hand almost lining up with the star, so I long jump to it, realize that Mario is falling off, I use a ground pound to salvage it and make Mario land on the hand, but it doesn't work and Mario falls. Okay, let's be more careful. I get on the hand, and I wait for it to line up with the star this time. I long jump over, bump into the ceiling and get pushed back, so I'm holding forward, and I luckily make the ledge grab and get the final star. Total time for all 7 stars on my first attempt? About 20 minutes. I actually died to the red coins before getting the first star, so it's 21 minutes if you don't count that I'm allowed to reset if I make a mistake on the first star. But even if I were able to do this entire run the way that I just did it without any deaths, that still would have been about 15 minutes. So let's see how low I could get this time with some speedrunning practice. There's a fantastic resource for Super Mario 64 speedrunning called Wikipedia, which shows beginner, intermediate, and advanced strategies for every single star of Super Mario 64. I decided to put about 1 to 2 hours into each star individually before trying to do the entire level all together and timing myself again. The first star that I started learning was Get a Hand, and speaking of getting a hand, you could really give me a hand by clicking the like button on this video. Remember how I said there's a resource called Wikipedia that lists the beginner, intermediate, and advanced strategies for every single star? Well, I didn't know about that at this time, so I was trying to learn the advanced strategy for this star. And after 2.5 hours of trying to get this star and not being able to land the strategy even once, I thought that I should try to look for some easier ways to do this method. And that's when I came across Wikipedia, and I decided I'll start with the beginner strategies for now, and if I have more time later, then I'll start to learn some of the more advanced strategies. Here's how this star works with the beginner strategy. When you enter the level, you adjust your camera, do a jump kick, a second kick once you land, dive onto this platform, roll out from your dive, and ideally, you can jump onto this platform with the right angle and speed to get onto it without doing any ledge grabs. Then from here, you're supposed to jump to the side and long jump up, but I'm more comfortable doing a long jump at a specific angle to run up. But if your long jump angle isn't good, then you brush up against the wall and you slow down a little bit. After that, you do a side flip and a wall kick onto this yellow box, you jump onto the next platform, do a long jump onto the next platform, and from here, you get ready for a triple jump, where your second jump lands on the clock's hand, you're careful to avoid the fire when you land for your triple jump, and you land onto these gears. From these gears, you make a long jump into the slot with the Get a Hand star. One of the most difficult parts here is the jump dive at the beginning and these rollouts. Really often when I was starting, I would bonk into these walls or not make this jump, and then that would just mean that I'd fail the level and I'd have to start it again. Another small thing here that can eat up a bit of time is if you don't have a very specific angle and speed, then you ledge grab this platform instead of jumping onto it, so you have to wait for Mario to climb back up, and then you have to build up some more speed to continue up the level. One other really difficult part here is lining up this triple jump and not getting burned by the fire. There were so many times that I messed up the triple jump either because I didn't land the triple jump or the fire burned me and I fell down. One other huge piece of BS here was this invisible wall here when doing a long jump. If you try to do this long jump at a certain angle, Mario can bonk into a wall and fall back, and you basically have to redo the entire level if that happens. The second star that I practiced was Roll into the Cage, which was really similar. The entire start of the star is exactly the same, and things only change after you make the triple jump onto the gears. After the triple jump onto the gear, you do a jump onto a higher gear, then you long jump across, and from here, it's easy to get the Roll into the Cage star. So it's nice that some of these stars are similar, so if you practice one star, you get a lot of practice onto similar strategies that you have to use for another star. The next star that I practiced was the Pit and the Pendulums, and one trick used in this star was the most difficult part of the entire level for me. For now, I decide to go with the strategy that I used in the previous stars for starting off this star, just because I've had a lot of practice with that and I'm more confident with that, and later on, if I want to get better, then I'll use more difficult strategies. In the previous 2 stars, when we got to these yellow blocks, we would do a side flip, a wall kick, and land on top of the yellow blocks. But here's what we do for this star. First, we jump onto the second yellow block. From there, we need to face a very specific angle, and from a specific spot, we do a small jump kick in a precise direction to make Mario gain enough forward momentum and get close enough to the second block, so that when we do our second jump in the right direction and with the right speed, that we could land onto the third block without ledge grabbing, being ready to land a triple jump. If all of our angles and speeds and the direction that we're holding with our joystick are all correct, then from here Mario can execute a triple jump. If we make this triple jump, we want to hold a very specific angle on the joystick so we do not go into the wall too quickly, so we do not go into the wall too late, and we want to reach the wall, make a wall kick off of the wall, making sure that we don't do this wall kick too late. It has to be on one of the first frames. And after we make that wall kick, you have to hold a certain direction with the joystick to be able to ledge grab onto this platform that is high above that can only be reached after making off a wall kick from this triple jump. This is by far the most difficult trick in this run that I have done. At first, I was thinking, this is impossible. There's no way that I can do this. There's no way that I can do this consistently. There are so many ways to make a mistake with this. If Mario's angle is off slightly at the start of the trick, you won't have a good angle to make the wall kick and you'll have to reset. If your first jump or your second jump aren't at the correct speed and direction, then you'll ledge grab instead of landing the triple jump. If your joystick isn't held the right way right before landing your triple jump, then you won't do a triple jump. You might just do a regular jump and then you have to reset the trick again. If your wall kick is on the 4th or 5th frame, then you probably won't get enough height to be able to grab the ledge. If you don't hold the joystick to the side after the wall kick, you might not be able to grab the ledge even if you do get enough height. But thankfully, the rest of the star, the pit, and the pendulums is pretty simple. You do a long jump to the right, you run along, you do a side flip into a wall kick onto this platform that you can't see, and from there you're able to grab this star. This side flip wall kick should honestly be easy, especially after that really hard triple jump wall kick ledge grab, so it's pretty frustrating to mess up something simple like this after doing a really hard trick. The next star that I practiced, timed jumps on the moving bars, is really similar to the previous one. It has the exact same start where you do this triple jump, wall kick, ledge grab onto this platform that's really difficult to reach. The good thing about this trick being in 2 stars is that I get a lot more practice with this trick. And the bad thing about it is that you have a lot more opportunities to mess up a really difficult trick if you have to do it more than once in your run. So after this triple jump, wall kick, ledge grab off of the yellow boxes, I do a side flip onto the next platform from here. Then a side flip wall kick onto the ledge, and you want to be careful with this side flip because there's a slope here. So sometimes the slope here will eat up your speed, and instead of a side flip, you just jump off. Once I make this side flip without the slope eating up my side flip, I adjust the camera while ledge grabbing and climbing up here. Then from here, it's just a couple of wall kicks, climbing up, and then we head on over to the moving bars, which aren't moving because time is stopped right now, and from there we do a side flip wall kick onto the top bar, climb into the cage, and collect the star. Those were the first 4 stars that I practiced, so there are 3 stars left. 8 red coins, 100 coins, and Stomp the Thwomp. I thought that 8 red coins would be pretty easy, so I started with Stomp the Thwomp and 100 coins together next. At the start of the level, we long jump to the bottom platform of the level, get the 10 coin box, and climb up these bars, collecting a few red coins on the way. At first, I had way too much difficulty getting from one bar to the next. The way that the camera was positioned in this level, and the angle that the walls made with each other resulted in Mario bonking into the wall and falling to the bottom very often for me. Once I started to get the hang of getting up here with a few coins, I learned that we have to do another trick, and this trick looked impossible to me. We have to jump into this wall kick off of it onto another wall right beside it, and wall kick after that second wall almost immediately to continue up the level. I failed this a few times, but after getting it once, it was surprisingly easy and I almost never failed this trick again after that. From here, there's an extremely hard triple jump that you need to do at a precise angle after landing the second wall kick, but I wasn't ready to learn this yet. What I did instead for now was set up for the triple jump wall kick ledge grab off of the yellow boxes that I was using for the 2 previous stars. Even though this is a very difficult trick, and it's the most difficult trick that I can do, I figured that I already have some experience with it from the previous 2 stars, so I'll use this as a backup for now before learning the newer strategy. So after doing this difficult triple jump, wall kick, ledge grab, we do a side flip, get the 5 coins here, being careful to not get zapped by the amp, then we long jump over, and here comes the next difficult part. Remember the side flip wall kick here for the pit and the pendulum star? Here we do a side flip wall kick onto a different platform that we can't see, and then when we land on that platform, we have to time our second jump and move Mario over so that he ideally ends up on top of the blue coin switch and ground pound on that switch. At first, it was a bit difficult to get all of that at once, so I was just focusing on surviving and not falling off and just being able to make it to the blue coin box without falling. After collecting all of the blue coins here, there's a long jump that you have to make across the level, just making it to a ledge grab to another platform. And sometimes I failed at this long jump, sometimes hitting the hitbox of the nearby wall and falling, but it is a pretty cool jump to make. We do a bit more climbing with side flips and wall kicks, continuing on up the level, getting another 10 coin box, and doing 2 wall kicks from here to get out of this spot and continuing up in the level. From this spot here, I've always done a long jump wall kick, and I don't know if it's much faster than just jumping up these parts here, and it is a bit risky because if you miss the wall kick here, you fall to the bottom of the level and lose all of the progress that you've made. We get the 10 coin box up here, being careful to not get burned, then we walk off of this onto a platform with another 10 coin box. After this, we head over to the final 10 coin box near the Thwomp. Once we get the 100 coin star here, there are some difficult wall kicks here that you have to do back and forth between platforms and somehow find a way to get onto that platform with this star. I didn't have the most efficient way of doing this, and I was struggling at getting this consistently, and there are more efficient ways of doing this and getting to the star more quickly than what I'm doing here. Although the 8 red coin star was really difficult at first, I did have a lot of practice of scaling these bars when I was practicing for the 100 coin star, so I got a lot more comfortable with the reds after some practice. In my first run without any practice, it took me about 20 minutes to get all of the stars. With 12 hours of practice, my next run, it took me 13 minutes and 33 seconds, which is a lot faster than my original time of 20 minutes, but there were still a lot of huge mistakes in this. My next attempt right after that was under 9 minutes, and even though I had a slow start, there's still a lot of room to improve in this run. My playing in these runs is far from being optimal, and a big part of what's making my runs faster is avoiding huge mistakes, like dying. I kept doing more runs for the next 2 hours, and I was able to get the time down to 7 minutes and 8 seconds, and I was pretty happy with how things are going here. Here's what my best run looked like after about 14 hours. I was getting a lot more comfortable at collecting the red coins and not bumping into the walls, and I was getting a lot better at the triple jump wall kick ledge grab on the yellow boxes, but I still didn't get it on the first try here. I side flip wall kicked near the pendulum and got the ground pound right onto the blue coin switch on the first try, which was nice. Near the top of the level, I had some slow movement getting down to the second last 10 coin box, but since my previous personal best time had a very slow start, that put me really ahead of pace for setting a new personal best time. The 8 red coin star went really well, but when I got to the timed jumps on the moving bars star, it took me 4 tries to get the triple jump wall kick ledge grab on the yellow boxes. I was still setting up for doing a side flip at the heart platform here, even though there is a faster way to get up here. For the pit and the pendulum star, it took me a few tries to get the triple jump wall kick ledge grab on the yellow boxes again, and again, this is definitely the hardest trick that I've learned, and it did need the most work throughout all of my practice. Roll into the cage went smoothly, and then I was a bit nervous at the final star because of how well the run was going, so I was making some small mistakes in my movement and being slow and careful in some parts because I was worried about falling and losing time. I ended my split a little late here, so it says a higher time, but I ended up getting the final star at the 6 minute 30 second mark. That's 1/3 of the original time that it took me to get all 7 stars, so we're definitely getting a lot faster with this practice. For the rest of the time leading up to the final few hours, I spent a lot of time working on individual stars, trying to get that triple jump wall kick ledge grab on the yellow boxes more consistent, trying to make the first star more consistent, and practicing every star to be confident when runs are going well so that I don't blow it because I'm nervous. And very nice. I kind of wasn't even thinking while doing that. It's just like Mario was just going. The controller was just going. Damn it. If I could get up first try, I'll continue. I wish I didn't get up first try. I don't want to continue this. This is bad. This run's garbage. Before closing in on the final few hours of this challenge, I keep chipping away at my best time, and my best time drops to 5 minutes and 13 seconds for all of the stars. Yes! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! I got the ground pound. That's so good. Okay, we took off another second. We are now approaching the 24-hour mark, and we are getting close. My best time is 5 minutes and 13 seconds currently, and I am really hoping that I can get that huge milestone of sub 5 minutes, but it's going to be tough. There are a few runs I have that started well and got close, If I played perfectly, my sum of best times was slightly under 5 minutes, but I was struggling with even passing my current record of 5 minutes and 13 seconds. We're getting close to the end of 24 hours of practice, and it looks like I might not be able to do it. But just when things are looking bad, we start off a personal run with a 10-second lead against our personal best, and then lose some time to red coins, lose some more time to the pit and the pendulums with a ground pound instead of a long jump at the start, then missing a triple jump on the yellow boxes, and just like that, we're back into the negatives. So this run ends up tying my previous best time of 5 minutes 13 seconds. Wait, what the? How did I end up with a 5:13? That makes no sense. In my next run, we get an amazing start to the run with a gold that is 25 seconds faster than my personal best, and this just shows how much room I have left to optimize on the first star. If I can maintain the rest of my PB pace, not even if I play perfectly, if I can just maintain my speed, I could crush the 5-minute mark on this run. But then, timed jumps on the moving bars comes along, and those triple jump wall kick ledge grabs just won't happen. When I finally do get it, all of the time that I ended up saving earlier was eaten up, and we're behind again. The attempt finished by tying the 5-minute 13-second run again. This is 3 times that I've gotten 5:13 now, and I'm really hoping that I could get a sub 5 before these 24 hours are up. Right now, the sum of my best segments is 4 minutes 44 seconds, so that means if I play my best, I have 16 seconds to lose, and I can still get a 5-minute time. That shows me just how much wiggle room I have to be able to make a sub 5-minute run. We start another run, and it ends up 16 seconds ahead of personal record pace. No time is lost on 8 red coins either, so this run is going amazingly. Timed jumps on the moving bars comes next, and I feel like a lot of my runs might be dying here. But this time, a first try triple jump wall kick ledge grab is not only nice here, but it's starting to become necessary to cut down on my time. Everything is going great so far, but when I wall kick onto the top bar, my positioning is weird and I bonk and fall off. That ate up a few seconds, but we're still ahead of personal record pace, so this run is still good. The pit and the pendulum goes well, and some minor mistakes add up to a small time loss of about a second. Roll into the cage goes very nicely, and we're headed on to the final star. For having to play under pressure and being so close to finally breaking that sub 5-minute barrier, I'm surprised at how well it goes, and we finish the run with a 5:02. So close! So close! Oh my god! Okay, but that's still very good. Man, those 6 seconds that I lost on time jumps on the moving bars. Remember how when I got it, I said that was the most frustrating 6-second time loss ever? Man, Mario was up there, but I fell. Man, that sucks. We finally broke the 5:13 time that I got 3 times already. But can we get past that 5-minute barrier? Imagine this. Imagine being 14 seconds ahead of your personal best, and you only need to save 2 seconds to break the 5-minute barrier. And then this happens. Okay. Whew. Man, that can happen. It's unfortunate that it can happen, and it's unfortunate that it did. But it can. That's been one of my nightmares for a while. On these last 2 stars, I did them really well last time. Yeah, and there we go, I just butchered that. Oh, and I completely killed it. Oh man. That could have been very nice. That could have been lovely. This could have been the one. This definitely could have been the one. This was going so well. But that is not the end of this journey. Here's my final attempt in its entirety, and I hope that you enjoyed the results of this journey. Yeah, I think just a double jump rather than a double jump kick is better because you can get all of the coins. And it also would be faster. I didn't even see what time I got up that time. Yeah, I bumped into the wall a little bit there. Runs over then. Time to reset. I was gonna try to do a regular jump, but I'm just like... Let's just go for the flip, it's safer. Okay, and I'll go for the side flip here too. Even though I could have gone for the double jump, it's like that one, even though it's a little bit slower, it's much more consistent for me. Okay, that wall kick kind of scared me, but that's okay. Ground pound it, please. Nice! Oh man, I was worried that the ground pound wouldn't work. When are you going to play TTYD? Once we get sub 5. Ah. Okay, that is on pace. This is pace. Hello, Hound Gamer. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We are just on pace right now for setting a sub 5 minute All-Stars in Tick Tock Clock. Nope, I'm not going to go for that. I'm going to pull back and jump into it again because I don't want to mess that up. Even though that's a little bit of time loss, that's okay. Yeah, 1.5 seconds, that's okay. We can give up that 1.5 seconds, that's okay. Okay, time to jumps on the moving bars. I was scared that I would fall there again. I was terrified. Okay, and we made back up any time that we lost there, I think. Let's see. Yes, baby! There we go! Okay, let's see. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right, Hound. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Okay, now the run kind of rests on this, but I got that. Okay, so the rest of this... Okay, I didn't get the ground pound there, but the rest of this run should be pretty darn good. Whew. Okay, now I just have to be calm. Hopefully that isn't too early. Please tell me that isn't too early. Thank God. Okay, bumped into the wall there a bit. That's a little bit of lost time, but still a good time to be up here. Okay, nice. Okay. Okay, here we go, everybody. Okay, that's alright. Little mistake there, but didn't bump into the wall there, so that's nice. Got a nice jump there. Long jump. Oh god, that's some extra time. We got it! 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 Oh man! Oh man, oh man, oh man, there we go, sub 5. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh man, like basically a second to spare. Oh man, that is huge. Oh man, I'm so happy. That is a huge milestone. Sub 5. There we go. We started at 21 minutes and we took this down to under 5 minutes. Absolutely insane. Thank you so much, Shona. Oh man, that's nuts. Thank you, Anime Girl. Oh man, yeah, that was so sweet. That was so sweet. I'm so happy with that run. That run was really well played. Like, there were no major mistakes there. Hold on, that I can think of. On the second last star, yeah, on the second last star, I was so freaking nervous. Like, I was shaking for roll into the cage for that whole star. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty nervous. I'm pretty darn nervous here. And we can see that my nerves, they played a little bit into the get a hand star where I made some mistakes there. Lost like 3 seconds getting that star, but oh man, we still got it. Man, that was close. With a final time of 4 minutes and 59 seconds, if I submitted my run to the individual level leaderboards, I would be at the very bottom in dead last place, but I couldn't be any happier about the results of this. How far I have come in 24 hours of practicing Tick Tock Clock. I am completely amazed with this, and I'm so happy with how this has gone. Can I get an even better time with my current strategies? Absolutely. I could probably get to about 4.5 minutes with my current strategies if I really work on it. Can I get an even better time with intermediate and advanced strategies if I learn those? Absolutely, without a question. You can get much faster than what my current time is. So, you might be wondering, what is in store for the future? The best way to find that out is to click the subscribe button on this YouTube channel, and you could follow me on Twitch to watch this stuff live. Maybe one day I'll do full runs of the games, but for now, I definitely have to learn each level individually before I get to that point. So if there's any level in particular that you are interested in seeing me learn how to speedrun, make sure to leave that in a comment on this video. Make sure to click the subscribe button so you can be notified when that video comes out. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope that you did enjoy it. I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day, and take care, everybody.